I feel like Wolf can get... So Wolf generally in a lot of zoner matchups gets a lot of mileage out of laser, but against Steve specifically, he can just build a wall and the laser's not really a factor anymore. It was doing some work there, but if Yori just goes to the corner and builds that 2 or 3 high wall, then Dexter's going to have to find other ways around it, which other zoners don't really force Wolf to do as much.
Agreed. Wolf is one of those characters that's actually super hard to camp, except in this matchup.
Yeah. Just Steve having such a specific set of tools that makes camping a character like Wolf much more reasonable.
Yep, he's one of those characters where he doesn't play Smash too much. Wolf is only good at camping Smash characters.
Oh, he's just playing Minecraft.
Exactly. Gets the up air conversion off that platform, but the minecart not quite going to threaten Dexter. Now the question is, can Yori make his most at getting out of corner? Like, Steve a lot of times wants to play in the corner, but you don't really want to do that against a character that can fair bear you and just kill you at 60.
Yes, and we also saw the reflector come out there on the minecart, which is definitely going to be a factor.
You're dead. Oh my god, the block hoisted by his own petard. He had a block that had just been sitting there forever. Completely forgot about it, missed the tech, and got bounced and upbeat the wrong way.
That was rough, yeah. Definitely just a little error there. I mean, still keeping it pretty close. I mean, we'll see how much it takes to get the stock off.
I desperately want to see Dexter just like preemptively shine to get those short hop down airs.
Yeah, that's another interesting factor.
Every Steve needs to have that happen to them at least once.
Yeah. See, right there again, I mean, Yori smartly jumping over his reflected minecart, but the fact that, like, you know, Steve likes to stay in the corner, and then as you try to approach him, throw something out at you like a minecart or like that up B. But against a character with a reflector, it's a lot tougher, and there's Dexter getting it back there again.
Yeah, it just feels like this is one where Yori, he knows how to play Steve, but at this point he has to play neutral against Wolf. And that's a tall order with any character, but when several of your tools get taken away, it's difficult to learn on the fly. And
it's also interesting, it feels like he hasn't really been building walls. I mean, he's putting that one block to try and limit Dexter's air approaches, but Dexter's just lasering right through it.
He hasn't been committing to camping, you're right there. And usually, Steve has the tools to do that even when he's down a stock or two.
Yeah, right now in a really tough situation.
Toss him off stage again.
Yep.
Aggressive up B. It's twice in a row that he's done that and gotten away with it.
Yeah, Dexter's definitely going to be looking out for that now. I mean, if you pick an option once, then that's one thing, but if you pick it twice, then it could be habit.
And look at this, though. He gets one iron, tosses the minecart immediately, and then he doesn't have the tools whatsoever.
It just feels like he hasn't had a chance to, build up a lot of resources. Dexter's just been smothering him very well.
But it's like Dexter's sitting there. He had the opportunity to mine, and he got one or two bits of resources, and then immediately rushed in.
Yeah, and that's going to be a 3-stock. Wow.
I feel like that's a little bit of self-harm there. He has a game plan, and he just doesn't stick to it. He feels pressure that he has to go in against Dex, and Dex just stands there and looks at him like, I'm going to shine this. We both know it.
Yeah, and I think part of it also just came from, Dexter set the tone with the lasers very early on, which I was saying might not be a factor, but because Yori was choosing to build in a different configuration, it ended up working really well for Dexter.
Agreed. So what do you think the counterplay is here? Is it just to recommit to building those walls, or do you think that he needs to toss out another wrinkle into his game plan?
It might be. I mean, first of all, if you can get a stage with more space, then I think that would also help quite a lot. And yeah, Battlefield definitely going to provide some space as well as some platforms to help land, because, I mean, he was getting caught in very long, disadvantage sections.
Just running in with a dash grab, not going to quite work out, but Dexter goes greedy on the combos, and yeah, that's a ton of damage and a threat for a stock, but great SDI from Dexter holding down.
Yeah, and I mean, since it was just the wood tool, it doesn't end up being that much damage. It just takes a long time.
Interesting option there. He jumped and placed the crafting table up top, and I'm not sure if that was he was attempting to actually just build the block so that he could get a down smash to pressure him, but
maybe, I'm not sure.
Yeah, awkward situation here, and now great whiff punish right there from Dexter.
And that's something, Wolf has such great whiff punish tools, and Dexter is so adept at using them that, he's catching Yori swinging preemptively, and right there finds a back air, and that's another pretty early kill.
Yori has the opportunity right there, taking him off stage, and he doesn't get the spike hitbox, so 2 missed opportunities right there from Yori.
And suddenly you're back in the corner, back at ledge. Although Dexter's just going to give him the space there to get back on. And this Wolf forward tilt is such a good option for dealing with the blocks, especially when they're just dirt. It just destroys them in one hit, and suddenly, you've opened up a lane to Steve so easily. And a lot of that comes down to Yori just not really having the chance to get better resources to build stronger blocks. So, yeah, Wolf can just delete these so easily.
But even when he does, you're getting like 2 or 3 blocks of your own, and you're actively improving the resources that you have. You're taking most of the dirt away and grabbing usually stone and wood.
Yeah, so it's arguably still worth it. It's just that you're not getting as much out of it as you could otherwise.
But look at that. He gets 1 iron, immediately does a minecart. Dexter smacks it away. I think you have to be a little bit more judicious with your use of minecart to claim space here, because Dexter has been on to it every single time.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, back throw, not going to quite threaten to kill, but going to send him high. No iron here, so down here not there. Great use of the dirt block right there to reset the situation, but the aggressive up smash getting called out by Dexter's own.
Yeah, that was definitely an overextension. That up smash is, okay, just like that. Although not going to take the stock quite yet. It's such a good, like, anti-air, but it's the kind of thing where if you whiff it completely and the other opponent is able to land, they can punish you pretty hard for it.
I am stunned that Dexter's still alive. He survived like 4 or 5 things here that I sworn would have killed. Gets the pivot grab, up throw, still not going to do it. 180% from Dex, but finally the startup of the minecart is enough to claim the stock. The wall is up and immediately smacked down by Dexter, and he has found a move to be able to get underneath those up tilts.
And that's the first stock that Yori has taken all set, because, I mean, Dexter has just been playing the survivability game against Steve so well.
He just hasn't been really phased by a lot of Steve's default options. And now look at this. The second that the wall is down, Dexter switches off from aggressive to defensive, and he just runs away from Yori, gives up space so that he can get that gun game going.
A lot of people, you know, try to say that you can't kill Steve because he's just, or you can't camp Steve because he's just going to get diamond. But I mean, Dexter,
that's dead.
Playing oh yeah, just kind of throwing the stock away there. Yeah, Dexter's just able to play very defensively in that situation and working out really well for him.
I feel like it's the change-up that Yori isn't reacting to. So Dexter will go in, he'll knock down the wall, and then he'll immediately pivot back and gun. So he's not actually trying to like press super hard. He's just saying, I don't want you to feel safe. I want you to choose panic options, and I'm going to blow up every single one of them.
Yeah, yeah. It's very, like, this very jittery, like, back and forth style where it's, like, always keeping Yori guessing as to, like, what mode he's sort of going to be in at any one time.
It's always, if your opponent gets comfortable, if Steve in particular gets comfortable, then this character's a demon. But if he has to like react to what you're doing and can't go back to the minecart every single time and get those get out of jail or neutral skips, then it gets harder. But we've got the Bayonetta switch here after a couple games that did not go Yori's way. We'll have to see how this counterpick works out.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the idea of choosing to go for a different character. I don't know if Bayonetta is really that character in this matchup. For reasons we were talking about before, where Wolf's anti-airs are just so excellent, and he's able to get kills on Bayonetta very early.
Toss him off stage, though. Have to make these ones count, but the great wait there by Dexter. He didn't immediately go with the side B. He jumped, waited to see what Yori was doing, recognized the charge smash attack, and delayed his option.
Yeah, really well done.
Should be dead, though.
Yeah, finding an edge guard, not able to get the follow-up, but that's still going to take the stock.
This is what Bayonetta's strength is in this matchup, so maybe have to worry about those air-to-airs, but the problem is that if Dexter ever double jumps off stage, he just should be dead right there. That's actually something that I didn't think about. If Yori has to recover high with up B that doesn't like snap the ledge immediately, good God, Dexter can blow that up with forward tilt so easily.
Right, yeah. Wolf with just such great two-framing options. And such good burst options like that dash attack.
I love it. Yori immediately falls down and tosses out a bunch of hitboxes.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe I'll get one of these two.
Yeah, finding a ladder there. Dexter probably just SDIing down out of that.
Hey, you remembered how to wiggle the stick. That's the old. I remember that tooltip, that the Palutena's guidance, like how do you get out of the combos. I don't know, just wiggle your stick. Just wiggle around a little bit.
And especially as Wolf as a fast brawler, like you really want to be going down. And look at that. That stock of Yori's just blew up so quickly. That back air took it so early.
That's the second time that Yori's fallen down from Angel Platform with immediate forward smash into up B.
Yeah.
2 times in a row, Dexter just like goes half stage and looks at it. The guns should claim the stock, though. Great recognition from Yori as to how Dex was trying to recover when he was force high.
Yep, and now we're just about even on last stock. Yori choosing to take these platforms, although he goes in and Dexter gets him for it. Gets him with the roll out.
I take the weight there. Like he understood what the percentage is for that down throw dash attack.
Yeah, Yori just not really able to get a fall out there and gets up smashed.
And this is where it gets a little bit awkward when Dex is able to sit in shield and just allow your move to clank.
And like Bayo has such good. Oh, that back air is going to take it. That's a set. 3-0 for Dexter.
Unfortunate situation right there for Yori. The switch over to Bayo appeared to be the answer here. He felt a lot more comfortable with that character, but the problem is Dexter just different sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, yeah, we saw the factor. I mean, that back air was the move that was taking the stocks there. It's such a, like, it kills so early, especially against a pretty light character like Bayo.
I'm going to step up real quick and get Nerf in with you for a
Yeah,
second.
okay, sounds good.
Be right back.